All right, today we're here at Hankster's Hot Rods here in Homer City, Pennsylvania, and today we are going to go over this car that you see sitting beside me. Now, as you can see from the color scheme on this car, we're just in time for election season. So any of you folks out there that are into politics, maybe you'll want to use this for an advertisement. But anyways, we've got a 69 AMC AMX sitting here. Now again, these cars, they weren't very plentiful back in the day. So whenever you can find one in good condition, such as this car here, you want to make sure you grab that up because again, they are kind of a rare vehicle. You can see again, ours is done in the red, white, and blue color scheme. We've got all of our bright work, the bumpers, the chrome bumpers, front and rear, all of the trim around the windows, your drip rail moldings and such, all of that is in good shape. It's all straight, all polished up very nice, and again, its fitment on the car is very good too. Now our car sits on 14-inch wheels. These are obviously Cragar SS chrome mag wheels here. The tires, BFGoodrich Radial TAs, they are 225/70 R14s the whole way around on this vehicle. Now as you can see on our car here, it does have the side pipe exhaust system on it, and again it's got the heat shields on it so you don't burn your leg getting in or out of the car. Gaps on this car are just as good as what you can expect. Elevations are dead on. All of your body lines are going to line up just very, very good here in this car. As far as your mirrors, just the one over here on the passenger or on the driver's side. It is a remote mount mirror as well. All of our glass, you can see the glass here on the driver's side window, even your little quarter window back here, that is all in good shape. There's no chips or cracks in any of it. Nice and clear glass. We'll open our door up. We'll take a look inside. Now, the particular person we got this car from, they did do away with the original seats. However, the seats that they picked, very nice seats in there, nice buckets, and they are power also, and they do work. So again, very comfortable. Factory dash, factory instrumentation, factory automatic center console in this as well. And again, the upholstery on the interior is all in really, really good shape. Door panels, same thing. We will take a look at this from the other side as well. We're going to close this up. Door shuts real nice and easy. As you can see, we've got the AMX logo up here on your sail panel here and quarter panel. As you come back, you've got the 390 emblems, and that is what's underneath the hood on this thing, which we'll get to here in just a moment. Come around to the trunk area here. Trunk fits real nice here. All your gaps are even. Elevations are good with your quarters and the rear panel right below the window. Window in the back is in good condition. It is tinted. And again, there's no chips or cracks in that, and all of your bright work there, all in good shape. Again, chrome rear bumper there. Taillight lenses are in great shape. There's no cracks or chips in those either. We'll go ahead and open our trunk up next, show you inside there, and we just want to make sure we get the right key here. Okay, so the trunk lock itself works. The hinges and springs, they all work. As you can see, they're holding the trunk lid up just fine. All of your seals here, your weather stripping around on the trunk is all in good shape. There's no splits, there's no pieces missing out of it. Meets right in the center, so again, it should seal up nice and fine for you. Again, the underside of the trunk painted the same color as the back section of the car here. You've got your decal here for your spare tire and jack instructions also. Now our car has a trunk mat in it. That's in good shape. The floor and everything is in good shape too. As a matter of fact, when we go and do the underside of this car, you're going to see just how well the underside is. It's the factory primer and everything. All original floors. It looks really good. That's another thing. This car is all original numbers matching car. So the motor, transmission, rear end, all what this car came with from the factory. As we come around the other side of the car, again, just all the same stuff. We're just checking out the body itself, making sure everything all looks nice and straight. All the body lines all line up. Your gaps front and back of the door here are all very uniform. Again, the glass is in great shape on the passenger side. Drip rail moldings are in great shape. And as I look through the rain gutter, the paint is really, really nice too, all the way through the rain gutters here, all the way back. We'll open this up. Like I said, we'll take a look from the passenger side also. Again, you'll see there's no rips or tears in the seat upholstery. The carpeting is in great shape, no fading, no tears there. Again, the center console there, factory dash. The dash itself is in great shape too. So everything looks really good on the inside. Close this up. Again, that shuts very nice. Again, those side pipes there with the heat shields. We come around to the front of the vehicle now. So again, this is your 69 AMX front end. This is your hood here too. It's got the hood scoop on it as well. It's a steel hood, fiberglass hood scoop here also. So that's pretty much it. All of your bright work here around the hood, all in great shape. The grille, the AMX grille, that is all solid, all complete, no pieces chipped or broken out of it. It's all nice and solid. All of your headlights here, just your traditional sealed beam units. There's no cracks or chips in any of those lenses either. We're going to go underneath the hood now, and just bear with me while I see where our hood latch is. There we go. So we raise the hood up. The hood latch works again. Hinges and springs, those work as they're holding this up. As you can see, hood's been painted on the underside red to match up with the front section of the car now. All the hood insulation is all tied up just as it should be. You don't see anything hanging down. So this car here had what was called a Z-Pack, or they also called it the Go package on this car. And what that meant was several things. First of all, you had the 390 cubic inch motor, which this is. This is the original motor for the car. It had the 4-barrel carburetor on it as well, which this does. Now this car has the aluminum Edelbrock RPM air gap intake on it. You can see the Offenhauser finned aluminum valve covers there to give it that nice vintage look. All your hoses are in great shape. It is a power steering car as well. Another portion of the Z-Pack was the power assist front disc brakes. So you'll see there you've got the power brake booster there. It is disc brakes up front, drums on the back. Now again, this car has long tube headers. I believe they are hooker headers there. And again, those go into that side pipe exhaust system that's on here as well. All heater lines are all hooked up here. Again, like I said, power steering lines, these are all dry. As far as your ignition system, it's still a stock distributor in here, but it has had an upgraded coil put on it. It is a Petronix Flamethrower coil. Of course, you've got the aluminum radiator here with the shroud on it also. So again, we just briefly talked about that Z-Pack. Other things that were included in that are the heavy-duty suspension on it. You've got all the thicker sway bars on the car also with that. And then this car had, along with the T35 automatic transmission, it had a 12-bolt twin grip rear end, rear differential. So that was kind of like a POSI unit but for this car back in the day. And it had the 355 gear ratio in it as well. So that's pretty much everything on our 69 AMX here. We're going to get this hood all put down now, get it up on the lift. That way we can take a look at the underside and see how nice that is too. Alright, so we're standing underneath our 1969 AMC AMX. So we're going to go through, just as we do with all of our cars, we're going to go through the steering, the suspension, the components, drive line, floors, and so forth. So on this particular car, as far as our suspension goes, this is going to be your factory stuff here. Now this car did have what was called a Z-Pack, and I'll actually explain to you what that is here in just a little bit. But as far as the front suspension goes, you've got your stock control arms, both uppers and lowers. You do have a front sway bar on the car here too. And this is a kind of a strut rod front suspension, but it is a rearward facing strut rod. So instead of those rods going to the front of the frame, they're going backwards on it. So again, that's why you have that suspension. The cross member up front, it's in good shape. Steering components, these are going to be factory steering components. All of your tie rods, the rubber, or not the rubber, but the ball joints, the little rubber dust boots, those are all intact on here and all look to be good, maintained well. They're all intact. As far as your sway bar, the bushings, the frame bushings, as well as the sway bar end links on this car, those are all in really good shape too in this car. Ball joints on this front control arms, those are in good shape too, and you can tell they've been greased and maintained also. Now, part of the Z package was had to deal with the suspension on the car. So you had the heavier duty suspension as part of that package. You also had the thicker the sway bars and such on the car. So you will see that on this particular car as well. The rest of the Z package came as far as some of the drive line was concerned. So we do have an all original numbers matching 390 cubic inch motor here. It is a 4-barrel, so that was part of the Z pack, the 4-barrel 390. Of course, we have the T35 automatic transmission here. The transmission cross member's in great shape, the mount for it also. The trans pan as well as the oil pan on the motor are all nice and dry. Of course, we've got our drive shaft here, and then this was the other part of the Z package, was the rear differential. This is what was called the twin grip differential. It's a 12-bolt rear, and it's got a 355 gear ratio in it. Now, this particular rear suspension's got the multi-leaf rear suspension, set of newer shocks underneath here. The frame sections up front, like your front subframe, as well as the frame back here, are all in great shape, nice and straight. You can see the floors. This would have been how these floors would have been done, like the original gray primer. And again, the floors are all the original metal here. There's no patching or anything like that. You can see all of your stamping lines and so forth on the floors back here. The fuel tank, stock fuel tank, it's been painted and undercoated, but again, it looks in good shape. All of your mounting hardware, your straps and bolts and everything, those all look good too. Exhaust work. Obviously, you can see here we've got the long tube headers. Those come out into the side pipes here, and as you can see, they have the heat shields on them too, so that you don't get your legs burnt getting in and out of the car. Wheels and tires on this car, they're 14-inch wheels. Now this car has the Cragar SS mags on it, all chrome steel wheel, 14x7s, and then as far as rubber on this, we've got BFGoodrich Radial TAs on it, and they're 225 70R14s on all four corners. As I said, it's power brake. It is a power steering car as well. Disc up front, drums on the rear, and that's pretty much about it. I mean, all of your brake lines and fuel lines and everything are all run nice and neatly up along the bottom of the floor and along the frame rails. And then this car has the emergency brake here. It's all hooked up to underneath and all functioning. So that's pretty much it for underneath our 69 AMX. We'll get it down off the lift now, go underneath the hood, get you a shot of that engine running so you can hear how it sounds.